Hello to everyone. Thank you all for joining me at this time. My name is Shavi Zane, and I'm coming on to say hello to all of you. I definitely missed bringing messages forward for all of you. The reason why I've taken a little hiatus is because I just recently moved into my new place. Okay, me and my babies, we finally got us a nice, really nice apartment, and so I'm really happy about that. And so it's been almost 7 days since I've done my last message, and that's generally not like me. So I just want to give you all a shout out and let you know I love you. I'm going to be reading the cards to just pick up on the energy, see what messages need to be brought forward for you all. I do strongly feel like many of the chosen are at this point of breakthrough. Okay. So if you feel like, okay, I'm pushing, I'm getting towards the end of this finish line. If you feel like you're almost there, it's because you are almost there. Whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is you've been putting your focus and your energy and your hard work and your prayers and those beautiful intentions towards, it is manifesting. Okay. And so some of you might have already broken that ribbon and said, I've made it to the finish line. And so you have beautiful testimonies to bring. So please be sure to share your testimonies to encourage others. Leave it in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if you find that my messages resonate with you. And of course, if you want a private reading from me, you can always email me and I will be happy to book a reading for you. If you want to order my hair or body oils, also be sure to email me. So let's get right into it, okay? I got a couple of decks here. Just see what the message is for you all. So first card that I have coming out is what I thought it was opportunity, is potential. Okay. So many of you have a strong potential. I feel like the energy is picking up towards something that has great potential. So I'm going to clarify and see what is this potential here, because this looks like a volcano to me. And so it's like the energy could be picking up before something actually comes to fruition here. What is this potential? Let's see. So we have here 3 cards. Okay. Your hard work is paying off. So like I said, y'all been putting in that work. It is paying off. Okay. So none of the work that you are putting in is in vain. Okay. You're actually reaching those goals that you desire to reach. Then you have here power. Okay. So you stepping into your power. You're using that wisdom that you have here, working hard. The number 8 is here. And then I'm also getting this Capricorn energy. So it could definitely be dealing with the potential that you have towards something that you're building, okay? Whether it's you getting that raise or moving up, climbing the ladder in your company, or you beginning your own business and stepping into your personal strength and using that wisdom in order to create here. Whatever it is, you also have think it through. So really listening to your intuition is something that you need to think about. Let me see. What do you need to be thinking about here? Think it through. Okay. So you have here the answers you need are coming, and rejoice in celebration. So listen, some of y'all might be Geminis. I do have a strong Gemini energy coming out with 2 cards, as well as Leo, Capricorn. That's the signs that's here right now. But you have here rejoice in celebration. Think it through. The answers you need are coming. So if there's something that you've been thinking about and waiting to receive some answers for, because you've been putting in the work and you know that this thing has potential, and it's like, okay, when is this thing going to come into fruition? When am I going to reap the harvest of the seeds that I've been planting? You will be in this energy of rejoicing and celebrating, okay? Rejoicing and celebrating with, excuse me, like-minded people, or people that are happy for your success. And then I'm also picking up with the number 3, creativity. So some of you might be doing something that awakens your creativity and really allows you to move from a space that, something that you're passionate about, something that, you wake up wanting to do every day. You have that spark for it, that drive for it. And so the answers you need are coming. All right. So if you're waiting on those answers, just know that they are coming. At the bottom of the deck, this is beautiful. I have material and spiritual prosperity. So this is balance. This is harmony. Okay. With the number 6, that's all about harmony. So harmony in both aspects of your life, both the spiritual and the material aspect of your life. Remembering that you are a spirit having a human experience. It looks to me like many of you have been out there doing the work. And so you're not neglecting the spiritual aspect of yourself, and you're not neglecting the human nature of yourself. You're actually doing what's necessary to balance the two. You're planting seeds in both areas. And so it looks like, okay, it's that potential with that card coming out first. When is this going to come into fruition? When am I going to see the fruit of the heart of the labor that I have put in? And so it just feels like that season is coming in. Harvest reaping season is here for the chosen seed. And I remember saying this before in a past message. And so this is, it's exciting energy, I feel. I see wish fulfillment, getting what you desire, what you've been praying for and manifesting and calling in. The energy that you've been projecting out there is what you are attracting back. So you know what you've been doing. If you've been planting those seeds, you've been doing the work to heal, and you've been operating from your heart space, and you've been stepping into your creativity and just living out and being who you was meant to be unapologetically, just authentically, just know that a beautiful outcome is coming for you. So let's see what else is here. You have here, look at that, balance spirituality and practicality. So balancing those spiritual things with those practical things, the spiritual aspect of yourself as well as the physical. That's what I was just talking about. And because of that, you have the Sun card coming out, which is happiness, that light, that beautiful energy, high vibrational energy, because that's what the sun gives off, that high vibrational energy. But it's also enlightenment. Okay, so it's like the number 10 is here, so this also indicates completion, but it also breaks down to the number 1, which indicates a new beginning. So a new beginning and happiness, where you're going to be able to rejoice and celebrate, because you've been doing the work to balance out the spiritual things and the practical things. And so, yes, base chakra is here at the bottom of the deck, which indicates that you are creating that solid foundation that's immovable, with another number 1 there. Some of you might have been seeing the number 1. Let me see, the synchronistic numbers that I have is the number 1. So far, that's the one that's coming out repeatedly. Then you have here, don't let your past hold you back. Okay, something about facing the truth, because you have truth here. And then you have don't let your past hold you back. So South Node energy. So it could be facing the truth about something concerning your past, something that might have kept you kind of bound to it in the past, where maybe before you didn't face the truth about this person, place, or thing. And so now it's like, okay, you've been given the truth. And for some of you, you don't have a clear answer just yet. That's why you have the answers you need are coming. So here is the winds of truth, okay? So the wind is blowing, is whipping around you, because that's that energy of truth. One thing that I like to do when I go outside, because right now it's cold, y'all. So my way of continuing to connect is, when the wind is whipping and it's blowing on me, because being in, Chicago type of energy, I'm not in Chicago, but, Illinois, the wind blows hard. And so I always give thanks for the wind just clearing me and purifying my energy and spirit and flesh of all things that does not serve my highest good. But I also see the wind as being like the breath of life and the breath of wisdom. And so when I inhale, I set my intentions right before I walk outside into that cold. As I inhale infinite wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And so this is what it reminds me of with, this energy, the spirit up here blowing the wind here of truth, though. That's what that says down there. So the winds of truth, which gives you that clarity and that understanding. And so when you get the truth, whatever answers it is that you need, accept the truth for what it is. Don't let the past hold you back. So this means you're going to be stepping out of that comfort zone and moving towards your north, which is your destiny. Okay, South Node energy. If you stay stuck in your South Node energy, it means that you're staying stuck on that karmic cycle. Because generally that South Node energy is also attached to past life energy that you brought into this lifetime that you didn't quite overcome, lessons that you didn't quite learn. And so this is just saying, when you get the truth and it's right there in your face, don't be in denial, don't resist it, accept it for what it is, and use that truth to propel you forward towards your destiny, okay, towards happiness and towards freedom. And so, yes, the answers you need are coming, but this truth is not the type of truth that's going to rock your boat and take you backwards. This is the type of truth that's going to propel your boat and get you moving forward. If you feel like things have been stagnant or you're in this stuck energy and not really knowing which direction life is taking you, this truth is going to give you the momentum that you need The first card that you had coming out is potential. Okay. So right now, generally when something has potential, then you don't really see the full scope of what it can offer, right? Because it has potential. So it's like you just waiting to see what might come of that thing. That's the first card that came out for y'all. And so it's like, okay, something has potential. You're waiting to see what the potential outcome is for this thing, but you're waiting on certain answers. That truth is going to blow you and it's going to hit you. It's going to hit you hard. You're going to recognize it for what it is, because it's like that type of when, you know, everything gets whipped around. It's like you can't avoid this type of truth. You're going to feel this truth. You're going to see this truth and you're going to hear this truth. Okay. And so this is that type of truth where your spiritual team is saying, we're going to reveal to you what needs to be seen so that you can finally release what needs to be released and move towards something greater, something higher, something that's going to put you in this energy of celebrating and rejoicing and, moving towards balance if you felt unbalanced before. And it's going to show you that the work that you've been putting in, your hard work is paying off. So like I said, regardless of what area of your life it is, it could be you might have been putting in a whole lot of hard work just getting rid of karmic energy, whether it's internal or from people outside of yourself. You just been putting in that work to make sure that your energy is purified. Your hard work is paying off and you will reap a harvest as a result of the sacrifices that you have made. Like I said, if it's dealing with work, or if you've been putting in the work towards a relationship with someone that you just really love, your hard work is paying off when you're doing it genuinely from your heart and you're not bringing in karmic energy with that. Okay. So look, if you are karmic and you've been putting in hard work to make people's life a living hell, then your hard work is paying off too. You just getting ready to reap what you sow. Okay. So the law of cause and effect, good or bad, the pendulum still has to swing. You see what I'm saying? And so either way, whatever side you're on, just know that the harvest is coming. You will see the results of your hard work. Okay. So now let's see what else is coming out. Ooh, that's a lot of cards, y'all. Let me see. Ugh. Y'all know I'm getting old. Anytime I'm grunting, every time I move. I'm doing better though. I've been, walking up the stairs a lot. I've been taking the stairs a lot, moving things and just putting in a lot of hard work. So I know my hard work got to pay off because I just give thanks to the Most High God. One thing that you never want to neglect so that you don't have to go back and relearn certain lessons is never forget to stay in a space of gratitude. Practice gratitude no matter where you're at, no matter what's going on. Even when it's not the most comfortable situation, still practice gratitude, because it's like, give thanks for the fact that you can experience being uncomfortable because you're alive to do it. You see what I'm saying? It's always something that you can give gratitude for. So you have here reward and recognition. You're going to be rewarded and recognized for all of the hard work that you have put in, whether it's by people outside of yourself or just by the Most High, not just, okay, by the Most High God and your spiritual team. That's a great recognition to receive it from your spiritual team, because as above, so below. So they make the necessary adjustments in the spiritual realm to ensure that everything unfolds and manifests in the physical on your behalf. So you will be rewarded for what you've been doing. The number 3 is coming out twice now. So we have 3s and then the number 1s. So you might have been seeing those synchronicities. You have here going forward. So things are definitely moving ahead for you. Okay. So again, if you felt like there was a stuck energy, things are moving ahead because you've been taking a path. You've been taking a path. And so it's just like with this tree right here, it's obscuring the sunlight just a little bit, but it's like you just keep on moving forward. You're going to end up having that sunshine down on you, okay? Which is that sun card that came out here, right here with the light card. That's the sun card, okay? So just keep going forward. Then you have here spiritual strength, okay? Draw in on that spiritual strength, because right behind that is meditate and contemplate. So for some of you, meditation is a great way for you to find balance, okay? Generally for everybody, but for me, I don't have like a strict way of meditating. For me, meditation is showing gratitude. For me, meditation is deep breathing whenever I'm just consciously aware of my breath. For me, meditation is listening to frequencies, or just taking a salt bath, or just doing something that is nurturing to myself that's going to balance out my energy. That's meditation to me. Everybody see it differently. However you see it, do what works for you, because your spiritual strength is everything right now. So if you feel like your physical circumstances are not changing fast enough, and it's like, okay, I see the potential, but man, I'm waiting. Okay, when am I going to have my breakthrough? Continue to stay in that energy of maintaining your internal balance right from where you are until that breakthrough happens. And then even once the breakthrough happens, you want to take that energy with you. You do not want to leave it behind saying, okay, I've overcome the adversity. I'm feeling good. I got everything that I need. So now I'm going to start neglecting my spirituality and just start focusing in on this great harvest that I got. You don't want to do that, because trust and believe you will get right back into learning some very heavy karmic lessons, and it'll be even stronger than what you already went through. So you already know you don't want to deal with that. So let me see what else is here. You have love and the end of a tough cycle approaches. So for some of you, a tough cycle is approaching. The end of a tough cycle is approaching concerning love. Okay, because we have love coming out with this card. So it could be that you're having to leave behind a karmic relationship, and it was a very tough cycle, and you're finally getting to that place where it's like, okay, I'm almost at the end of the road with this. Some of you all might be finalizing divorce. Some of you all might be finally getting that new place to where you don't, or whatever it is coming to a close. And so love is here. This could also be opening up a new door for a more genuine connection, a soulmate connection, a very strong and powerful union that has a strong potential for growth. Something that's very beautiful here. This card is just very beautiful in and of itself. And so it's like you might be attracting someone to you that you can grow with, and that it's going to feel, it's like a breath of fresh air. Just looking at this picture, I wish I was just right here. It just looks warm. The flowers are here. And if you look a little further down, it's like this beautiful view. I mean, this is beautiful. So it's like, it could be that you're ending that tough cycle where things was just hard and it was dark and it was, just dull, and, it lacked that, that passion and that, that excitement, and, it was tough. So that means that it was hard. It was karmic. It was painful, and so then you move towards the love here. And I'm also picking up with this card here, the end of a tough cycle approaches. This does say full moon in Capricorn. So Capricorn energy in the tarot, it can also be the devil card. Okay. And so the devil card would indicate being in a very toxic or a karmic cycle with someone where you felt chained and bound, where you felt like you had no freedom, maybe it was largely based on lust or something that was very toxic or karmic, addictions or anything like that, materialism. That's generally the devil card energy, what that brings. And so the end of that type of cycle is approaching for you all, and you're moving out of that towards something that brings life and freedom and happiness and just beauty, where you can really embrace life and find a lot of peace. Okay, so just look forward to that. And then you have here, speak your world into being. Like I said, strong Gemini energy is coming out, so it doesn't have to be your sun sign. It could literally be somewhere in your chart and your placements here. But even if it's not, it's just like that energy of, when I think about the Gemini energy, I think about the mind and the thoughts, the way that the words that you're projecting out into the universe, the things that you're thinking, what you're saying, and all of these types of things. And so this card says, speak your world into being. And this says first quarter moon in Gemini. So it's like you, because see, it came out with trapped in fear. It came out with trapped in fear, and you recognize that the border here is blue. So that deals with the throat chakra. It could be that some of you were trapped in fear because you felt like there was no way out of your circumstance, or maybe you was even trapped in fear in terms of communicating your truth and what you want. Maybe out of a fear that, I don't know what this fear is. I'm going to clarify it and see. But for some of you with the number 8 here, it could be dealing with your abundance. Maybe feeling as if there was nothing that you can do to shift your circumstances, feeling as if you was trapped at a job that you hated, or trapped in a situation that didn't allow you to really awaken your creativity, or something that you wasn't so passionate about. But whatever it is, there was some fear surrounding speaking your truth. And so you want to come up out of that energy. Let me see, what is this trapped in fear energy? What is this? Look at that, y'all. The card that clarified it is suffering in silence. Okay, what number is this? Number 9. So now I am seeing a synchronicity with the number 9 here, suffering in silence. And so what was you trapped in fear about? Communicating your truth, speaking openly about something to someone, potentially to someone. You go from the number 8 to the number 9 with these 2 cards. And so it's like that energy might have been getting progressively worse when you was really finding yourself in your head about speaking your truth here, feeling like something was out of reach with the suffering and silence card. So it could be that maybe for some of you, just the way that these cards are laid out, for some of you, it could indicate that concerning love. Now, this part might not be for everybody, but for some of you, you might have someone that you want to be able to openly communicate your truth to, but there's a fear of doing it. You're stuck in your head about it, maybe feeling as if you don't know the right words to say, or feeling like this person is out of reach, out of touch, maybe feeling as if you missed an opportunity with this person because you was trapped in fear, trapped in a situation, or dealing with this tough cycle. Like I said, the end of a tough cycle is approaching. So maybe you feel like you missed out on the opportunity and you might be stuck in your head. But speaking your world into existence, remembering that you're speaking your world into existence, whether it's negative thoughts or positive thoughts, you are still playing a role in co-creating. So again, it's like I tell you all the time, if you're going to think about something, if you're going to think your existence into being, then you want to be intentional about thinking about those things that have the best outcome, that's in alignment with what you desire versus what you don't desire. And so this is where you start to check yourself. You check yourself when it comes to your thought process. So even when it comes to this situation, if you are thinking about the worst case scenario, okay, this person is not going to communicate with me, or they're probably moved on. I know I missed the boat. I missed that opportunity. I've waited too long, or I messed this thing up. Then it's just this strong energy of what you think, what you speak, what you feel. You're creating something. So shift the energy. Alchemize, transmute the energy, balance that thing back out. Think about the potential. Think about the type of potential that you want it to be, okay? Because the potential could be good or bad. So it's like, okay, what is the potential of this thing? Think it through. And that's why I feel like so much Gemini energy is coming out then. It's like I said, it doesn't have to be that you are Gemini. It could be more so your thoughts need to be shifted concerning your current circumstances in whatever category of your life it's in, okay? So once you do that, you will be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you'll be able to move forward. Because I feel like this part right here, if you feel like things are not moving forward and it's just stuck and there's a postponement, it's only because you're being shown that your thoughts need to be readjusted so that you can help to expedite the process of moving forward in the direction that you want to move in. And so that's a strong message from your spiritual team in that regard. So let me see. I'm going to pull from a different deck. See what else wants to come out here. Listen to your intuition when it comes to these things, okay? Go within. That's so important. Pay attention to those feelings and those messages. Pay attention to the numbers that's being shown to you. The synchronicities are very important right now, okay? Especially in the age of Aquarius. This is a great way. Many people are receiving the signs and symbols. Look at this. 5 of Swords in the reverse. Y'all already know. 5 of Swords, Queen of Swords in the reverse. This old karmic energy right here. Some people might be mad because you're not entertaining this type of mess anymore. They do something to you. You're not going back trying to retaliate against them. You're just saying, you know what? I'm cutting you off and I'm not going to communicate with you. Some of these people are very cutthroat. Look at this. All of these swords. Swords deals with air energy. So air deals with thoughts. It deals with communication. And it deals with Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy. So some of you, you could very well be dealing with an air sign that was in this toxic energy, okay? Some of you are an air sign. I don't know if you're the ones that was creating this toxic energy, but either way, whichever side of the fence you stand on, is just showing me that this energy has been defeated. it's no longer effective. It's no longer working because it's in the reverse. Okay. Queen of Swords in the reverse could be somebody who's very dishonest, very cutthroat in the way that they communicate, whether it's male or female. And then you have the Two of Swords, that energy of I'm blocking this out. I'm no longer going to allow myself to deal with this. But I feel like at one point you might have wore the blinders here and didn't want to face the reality of what you was dealing with. You didn't want to face the reality of the type of people or the type of person that you was working with here. Okay. But now it's like the blinders are taken off. It looks like this energy. Look at this. You dropping it because it was painful. It was karmic. It was painful. It was betrayal. Okay. It was just like, it really kept you on your face, and it kept you from taking the leap of faith towards those things that you desired. You know, a lot of you hesitated on moving towards a new beginning because maybe you felt stuck in this energy. Maybe you felt like this is a type of energy that will do anything against you to wreak havoc in your life for the sake of getting what they want, for the sake of keeping you from moving into a different direction. It's like, so you might have been dealing with somebody that was very manipulative, okay? And so for some of you, you might have felt like you was trapped in fear in that situation, feeling like, okay, I know that there's a potential for me to move towards new love or a new work environment, or, you know, new friendship, new, you know, creating new family members or something like that. But you felt stuck because you was dealing with somebody that was just strongly manipulative. But I'm seeing here that you pulled yourself back emotionally. And this person has made a very foolish decision here to try to block you from moving towards your happiness, because now that you have released this situation, now that you're no longer allowing this person to manipulate your life, and you're shifting your thoughts, you're shifting your expectations, it's like it's no longer effective here. You see that? You're not going to stay stuck in this tree in hangman mode. I feel like you're ready to come out of this energy. You see things from a different perspective. And it's like many of you, you might have blocked communication with this person or these people. Or it's like you're no longer allowing them to send that negative energy into your direction. Look at that, because you've healed. You've done the work to heal. And so this is why this person is kicking up, is wreaking havoc. What is this? King of Pentacles right behind that, okay? Many of you are definitely reaping the harvest of the seeds that you have planted. Because you've done the work to heal, you're going to be sitting real pretty. You're going to be sitting real pretty, comfortable, grounded, stable, secure. You're not worried about anything here. And so I do feel that there might be one person or multiple people who are very bitter, because they see you shining. They see you being very transparent and authentic in who you are unapologetically. And you are reaping the harvest of that because you planted the seeds, and you didn't just plant the seeds, okay? But you nurtured them, you watered them, okay? You did what was necessary to be very careful about taking care of them and planting them in a soil that would reap a good harvest, okay? And so because of this, they have to actually watch you shine. And so there are some bitter Bettys and some bitter Pauls out there. Look at this, y'all. The Queen of Pentacles right behind that. So that's why I said many of you are moving towards a union that's a divine union. And the two of you are going to build very strong foundations together. This is a power couple right here. And so it's because both of you have put in that work to heal yourselves. And so because both of you have now stripped yourself bare of all of the falsehood, the illusions, the conditioning of others, the expectations of others, the two of you get to come together now. So for many of you, this is love. For some of you, this is business partnerships where you're going to be collaborating with others, and your business is going to thrive. It's going to grow. Some of you, I'm also hearing, are going to become like well known in the public. Okay, with the Star card right in between a King and a Queen of Pentacles, the two of you might work together, whether it's just business partnerships or in a relationship, or both, work together, and you're going to be elevated, and you're going to be known by many people across the globe. Queen of Wands is in reverse. Oh, this person is livid. They are pissed. They are jealous. They are feeling insecure right now. Some of you might have been dealing with a fire sign, but if not, just know that this person is very, very angry. male or female, it doesn't matter. They are angry largely because, look at this, there's the Queen of Wands again. But see, we got one that's in the reverse and one that's in the upright, which is two completely different energies, because in the reverse is very insecure. In the upright is feeling good about yourself and in your creativity. And so I feel like, wow, what I'm picking up though, if this is concerning love for some of you, you had a false soulmate. It's like it was a karmic person that was in your life. You felt a strong connection with this person. It might have been strongly created due to like a sexual draw that you had to this person, but it was a a false twin flame, if you want to call it twin flame or divine partnership. It wasn't your real person. They was like a false, like a clone, but they couldn't clone it quite good enough, because they was able to fake the funk long enough to get you trapped up in their web here. But now that you awakened and you see that this person was, no good for you, and that they was out for blood, they was out for pain, to cause, to cause harm to you, and they just wanted to get you stuck and trapped, and feeling as if you couldn't move, because remember that card that said trapped in fear. So for some of you, you got swindled. Okay, this person had you believing that they were your person, but in fact they was not. And so you got caught up, maybe mentally feeling trapped and stuck and feeling like, okay, well, I can't move out of this situation, and then maybe missing out on opportunities with others who were definitely a strong potential for love. Maybe even for some of you, you met the person that was your person, but you allowed it to get away from you because you was trapped up in this situation, confused as to whether or not this person was your person. Because the Two of Swords is that energy of, I don't know which way to go, I'm at a crossroads, I'm confused. But it's because you don't want to see the reality. So for some time you blinded yourself to this person's manipulation and their energy, their jealousy, and their just toxicity. And now it's like you've taken your power back and you actually recognize who your true person is. This is for some of you. And then for others of you, it could be that what you was caught up in the past was you was in a strong energy of insecurity. You had not awakened your creativity. You didn't know, what your gifts was. You didn't see your full potential when it came to creating abundance for yourself and creating that solid foundation. And so you could have gotten caught up in the web of the illusion of feeling like you had to work for a job that you hated, where maybe the bosses was manipulative or overbearing or misusing their position of authority against you. And now you've stepped into your power. You're feeling confident about yourself. You're awakening your creativity. You're feeling passionate about life again. And so now these people, they can't stop you from shining, because you're going to move towards a new opportunity that's going to bring you financial security. Whatever category it is for you, you fit it where it belongs. Listen to your intuition. But yeah, people are watching. Oh, are they looking? They some looking behinds. I'm trying to tell you, that's all they do is just watch you, because they're fascinated with how you've been able to grow through the pain. They're fascinated with the fact that you are unapologetically, transparently you. Okay, you're not worried about people seeing you in the bear and in, just completely with your guards down and with those, those protective layers off. You have stripped yourself of all of those past illusions of who people told you was. Okay, and so because of that, they're just watching you shine, and they so immature. They just looking for ways that they can wreak havoc. But see, you just focus. You're not even thinking about these people. That's the thing. If you look at these cards, this person is looking at this woman here. This person here. This person is just watching them so closely. Male or female, it doesn't matter. They're watching them so closely. They can't even pay attention to working on themselves, because that's all they can think about. And they got the sword up, looking for ways to try to bring some drama. Maybe looking for ways to try to slander this person's name or to gossip about them. What can I find on this person? But the fact of the matter is, they can't find a damn thing, because you stripped bare. So you have nothing to hide. Okay. And so they so immature, and they lack so much just self-love, that they would rather, it's like they live to watch you. And which, for them, it could be a good thing maybe in the next lifetime, because in this lifetime, all they want to do is watch you just to hate on you. They're not watching you to learn from you and to try to figure out, well, how can I get to where he or she is at this point? They're watching you to try to find ways to manipulate, to try to think of things that they can gossip about, but they can't come up with nothing. They literally are just watching you rise higher and higher. Like I said, some of you are going to become what some, they like to call it stars, right? But we are star seeds, right? So they're watching you become this star, shining, and they're just having to sit on the back end because now, again, this mess, right here is in the reverse. It's not working anymore. You ain't playing that game with them anymore because you know who you are now. And so it's like, I know who I am. I don't have to go back and forth with, someone like you. Okay. I don't want to say what I was going to say, but with someone like you, because these are two completely different energies. Even when you look up, the surrounding energy, the surrounding the people, like, this is bright, it's shining, it's many stars that's here. Like, you've gained this, you've earned this energy. Okay, it's beautiful. It's like the harvest is plentiful. Okay, it's fertility that surrounds this person. Okay, this person has that divine connection to nature. They're barefoot. Okay, and so they are grounded, they're stable. This person right here, what they got around them, just some clouds. Okay, it's cloudy for them every day. Every day that they get up, it's just a cloudy day. They just so that their mind is clouded. They don't see nothing clearly. They get no divine connections whatsoever. It's just they're so disconnected from who they are. And so they're fascinated by you, but they can't stand you at the same time. So that's interesting how that works out, right? This person is probably bipolar anyway. But then you have here the hermit. So many of you decided to go into isolation, and you're going within. You're doing some deep self-reflecting, that deep inner work. You're shining a light on those areas that needs to be addressed, and you're doing what's necessary to heal. And this is why you're now the star energy. Because you go from, let me see, this is the star card is the number 17. These are Roman numerals, so give me a little second. 17, and then the hermit is the number 9. Yeah, the number 9. And so it's like 17, 7 plus 1 is 8. Then a hermit is 9. It's like you had to go within to do the work, okay? You had to go within to do the work. And so now it's like shining the light. I feel like, though, but what I'm picking up too is that some of you, you're definitely inspiring others. Not everybody is in this energy of just hating and not trying to do anything for themselves, but just watch you shine and just find different ways to try to wreak havoc. For some of these people, it's actually awakening, and it's making them turn within because they admire your growth. They admire the work that you've done to heal. They admire your transparency. And so you see how this hermit is fully dressed, like every part from head to toe, this person is covered up. And the only thing they have is this light to shine on all of those dark areas. So a large part of whoever this person is, they felt like, they're not authentic to who they are. They've hidden much of who they are from the world. And so now it's like you are inspiring others to strip themselves bare and to be the most transparent version and most authentic and organic version of themselves. And so you are helping others. So there's like, of course, a polarity to everything. For some, you're definitely inspiring them. And then for others, it's just giving them more of a reason to hate, but then they love you at the same time and don't know what to do with themselves. Okay. They just all over the place. So 3 of Swords, for some people, it is heartbreaking to see you win. And that's sad because you winning should not hurt nobody. You winning, even if they can't applaud you, the least they can do is say, well, let me go focus on myself so I can see how I can win too. But this is the energy, for some of them, the strength card is in the reverse. They can't overpower you anymore. They can't use their position against you anymore. For some of you, you might have been dealing with Leos, okay? But they can't use that against you anymore to try to hurt you and to break your heart. They can't love bomb you anymore. Okay, look at this. The Empress is in the reverse. For some of you, it could have been mother figures. Okay, whether it's your mother, whether it's the mother of your children, whether it's a master, it could be a man that's operating in feminine energy. It could be anybody, whoever this is. They cannot be codependent on you anymore. They cannot manipulate you anymore. And so it's painful for these people because fact of the matter is the Empress in the reverse has not done the work on herself. Her heart chakra is blocked. She has codependency issues. She's very insecure. It's just so many things that comes with that type of energy. Her creativity is blocked. She's not growing. I mean, and so this type of person does not have much to offer you except for pain, drama, and just projecting their own insecurities off onto you. And so from that type of energy, that's the type of person that will want to control you and that will want to keep your light dim. They don't want you to shine too bright around them because it's just that light is going to shine on them and it's going to highlight their own insecurities. And so they would rather you keep that light to a minimum when you're in their presence. And so this is why you had to be released from these people. So the Six of Cups is in a reverse. For some of you, this is family. This is someone who you might have children with. And you didn't create the best memories with this person. But see, you ain't stressed out about it no more. And this is what's pissing a lot of these people off. You're not in this energy of losing sleep anymore, staying up at night, overthinking about this situation. You've done the work to heal. And so for some, for them, it's like it's their turn now because they can't use you to make themselves feel good. They can't work against you to make themselves feel better about who they are because now it's not penetrating. It's not effective anymore. And so now it's like, man, I got to face myself. I got to do the work on myself, or they can go find them another victim to get caught up in their web. But either way, they're calling in very karmic energy to themselves. And so, the Queen of Swords is that type of energy. In the upright, this is someone that is very direct and straightforward, speaking of truth. Okay. And so in the upright, I feel like you had to remove the emotional aspect from it. Take, no more wearing your heart on your shoulder when it comes to these types of people and just being very straightforward and direct and letting them know what it is. Okay. Being very logical and practical and, just letting them know, I'm going to create healthy boundaries for myself. If we're going to communicate, you're going to need to come forward with the truth. You're going to need to be honest, direct, straightforward. No more beating around the bush. No more love bombing. No more, trauma bonding and all of this type of stuff. Now, if you want to communicate, respect my boundaries. Some of you had to use this knife to cut people off, okay? So this is what I'm seeing. I'm going to just pull a couple of more cards here. You had to block them out in order to get to your gift, your blessings and your gifts. Because some of them wanted to actually block you from receiving this blessing. Some of them wanted to block you from receiving this offer that was coming to you, this new opportunity, the seed that would grow, that would actually plant, that was given to you from the Most High God, okay? Handed to you for the work that you've been doing. And so for Swords in the reverse, it's like that energy of you're coming out of this energy now. You got the rest, you did the healing, you did everything that was necessary. Some of them wanted to block you from healing because they knew that the moment that you healed, you was going to get up and take advantage of this opportunity that's been handed to you. Whatever that is, you know what it is. It could be that new job. It could be that new love. It could be that new gift, that passionate, exciting idea that you've been working on or thinking about. They knew that as long as they kept on creating scenarios that was painful for you, you would constantly be on your face or flat on your back trying to figure out how you're going to pick yourself back up to heal. So if you're constantly working on healing, you don't have no energy to embrace creative things or new ideas or things that's going to bring passion or excitement into your life. You more focused on just getting up out of bed every day. And being able to have the strength to push through another day of pain. And so now that you've done the work and you've protected yourself, your spiritual team has protected you, you realize I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity. I will not miss this opportunity. And so for some of you, that opportunity is leading towards your success, your financial security, your independence. Okay, you feeling good about yourself. That is the reward and recognition that you deserve. And so there it is, those people standing around, watching, and some of them are applauding you and some of them are hating. But at the end of the day, regardless of which side of the fence they stand on, they still got to watch you shine and thrive. So that's the message that I have for you all. I love you. If you want a private reading, like I said, be sure to email me. You can also donate to my channel. Shout out to those of you who have been donating to me. I appreciate y'all. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if this message resonates with you, and I will talk to you all next time.